Welcome. Apologies for the late start. We have a tech issues continuing. We have a small change in cast tonight. Victor Belshane will not be with us. So, with that being said, we have the new Sabat. We have the... Can't really call them childer. Neonates? We have the Neonate Sabat running the show tonight. An important meeting with the Nos, no less. What could possibly go wrong? I have no announcements. I have no reason to further delay the inevitable. So with that, let's go ahead and meet our Cainites.
Hey there, playing Jason DORN. I am excited, I'm going to say, to see what's going to happen today.
What's up, everyone? TREY ESBRICK. And yeah, I'm excited too. Papa Victor left me in charge, and it's time to change some things. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
Prime Isaiah, I'm playing West. None of those things Trey said has happened. This motherfucker is the newest one. The newest one. He has not been left in charge. If anything, Jason's in charge.
You can see that this is already going to be a very interesting episode. So let's jump right into tonight's episode of Book of Saints. When last we left our Cainites, they had some family bonding. They had finished up their meeting, kind of led around by a drugged up guide in Mexico City. Returning, they completed a corrupted version of the Valdery. Their blood was not in the pool, their vitae not gracing the chalice, but still they drank, beginning the blood bond to the current Sabat pack. Victor, Monique, and Mashenka. This could have terrible ramifications. That's not what we're exploring tonight. Our Cainites, these three with Victor, were on their way to meet with the Nosferatu of Mexico City, whom they've been informed are not quite like most Nosferatu. Indeed, they lurk less in the shadows, still hiding and using their obfuscate abilities for stealth. But low-level politicians, important visitors, those that need security, some have seen the Nos for what they are. Even their haven, which our Cainites now stand before, is a decent-sized manor. 3 stories, multi-roomed, with a gate and a security guard in a guard shack. This is where we join our pack tonight. Our saints. Gentlemen, for the time being, Victor Belshane is still with you. What would you all like to do?
So what's the plan? Or are we gonna like kill some people?
Victor speaks up, says, let's not get too hasty. Let's just see if they're willing to talk first. This is very different than what I've dealt with. But the Nosferatu, you should all take note. The Nosferatu are always powerful allies, no matter what form they come in. With this, him and Felix head over to the guard shack, speaking with the guard. You guys can follow, or you guys can have a moment to yourselves. Entirely up to you.
Most of us gonna follow.
Yeah. I'm the second one to go. So Jason looks like a nerd.
Oh, okay. I see that. I was gonna say.
Victor Belshane will remember this.
That Jessica's a real fucking dick.
So, you guys see Victor explain who you are, that there is a meeting. Felix backs him up, of course. The guard is very clearly mortal. He looks a bit pale, he looks a bit sickly. Something is affecting his health. Shame he didn't get the night off. But after a few moments, the gate opens, sliding to the right side, allowing you passage in.
We still have the dogs with us?
Absolutely. So, you enter, I take it.
Yeah, can my dog come?
No one has stopped you yet.
Alright. Swear.
This guy needs to stop.
Oh, killing some.
You can't be beast without the beast.
Now I enter.
The three of you, plus Victor and Felix, enter with the dogs in tow. You were walked past a sort of rock garden that lined the side of the driveway. Double doors greet you as you enter the actual structure. Dim light is lining the entirety of the manor itself, giving a strange sort of display, a strange aesthetic at each window. The curtains are drawn closed. It's very difficult to peek past any little gap between the fabrics and see within. You're at the door. Victor assesses. Who would like to do the honors?
Not sure.
Goes.
What? Now,
What's just gonna do it then? It was nose goes. Or just walks up like, hello?
You knock. The door opens after a few seconds. There's a gentleman clad in a very traditional, older style uniform, tuxedo, tailcoat. His hair slicked back. A few stray hairs are along the sides. Brown eyes, tan skin. One eyebrow is missing. Looks to you all and says, "We were informed by the gentleman at the gate. Please, do come in. Is there anything I can get you?"
a water.
Victor says, of course, that he's fine, and that he would just like to be shown where they can wait for their audience. Any requests?
It's mine. I could go for a drink.
What would you like?
I guess The darkest wine you have.
Wine. Jason, anything for you?
Nothing for me. Thank you, though.
Understood. You all enter. You are shown to a waiting area. This is a strange place. The outside looks as if it has been taken care of quite well. The interior, however, is cluttered, stacked with furniture and papers. Almost looks like a manor for a hoarder. You see things drifting in the shadows. It is not exactly perfectly lit. You see shift in movement. Every once in a while you'll see closing a door just out of your vision. People moving throughout this place. But you never quite catch them before they disappear again. You're shown to a waiting area, sort of lobby. Comfortable chairs, a very soft, sinking couch. All cushioning is lined in red. The floor itself is white stone, possibly marble. There are many paintings along the wall. You can recognize a few of these as leadership, politicians of Mexico. Others, very clearly, are Nosferatu, their disfigurement on full display in oil portraits. The gentleman bows as he closes the door behind himself and assures you that he'll be back with your refreshments very shortly.
Pretty nice place. Fancy.
Yeah, the decor looks rather nice.
The fact he couldn't show us this earlier is baffling. We followed a drunk armadillo for a while. The drugged, drunk armadillo.
Felix speaks up and says, "You asked for the most powerful. I don't know why I'm getting a whole bunch of shit, especially not from you."
I'm supposed to take us somewhere. Said it would be right back. Went inside of a bar and came back out as an armadillo.
Victor, control your neonate. Victor kind of has a smirk on his face and just says, he does have a point. I admit I wasn't at my best last night, but we're here now. Matter of fact, I'm going to look for a restroom real quick. I'll be back. If you try not to get in any trouble.
Mm-hmm. I'll lean over to Jason. I swear to God, this motherfucker returns as an armadillo.
He disappears through the same doors. You can hear some conversation. Someone asking him to please remain. He assures them it's fine. Nothing to worry about. There's a bit of conflict and then silence.
Should we check that out?
I bet he turned into like a gecko or something that's hiding.
He just said he was powerful. He was talking shit about me. I don't say we have to do to help him out.
Well, this could be like a dine and dash. He could have killed the guy and then just ran. And now we're here.
Die every day.
Yeah, but we're the ones that would be blamed for it. I'm gonna get up and check it out.
You get up as this is happening. The door opens. You see the gentleman returning with a tray of refreshments. There is a bottle of red wine, aged from 2016. There is a serving glass of water. Wow, the word escapes me. But several glasses for this liquid. There's also a fresh bowl of Vite, it looks like, stained along the sides. A little pool of blood. He sets it down for all of you. Took the liberty of bringing 5 glasses for all of you.
I was going to share this wine.
But
Well, thank you very much for your kindness.
No thanks.
You're very welcome. Anyone present can feel free to give me a wits and insight roll.
Always ask for insight like I got any of that, bro.
Yep, I'll attempt.
I got a 4 for what I need.
1.
You can feel free to rouse the blood. The blood
I have
surge.
3 successes.
3 successes.
So I have wits like crazy, but insight like nothing.
That's 2 successes.
Being insightful for pussies.
Wesley, you notice the chair where Felix was sitting. This sort of butler figure looks to all of you as he speaks. He specifically looks at this empty chair as well.
Oh. Wesley's going to get up, pour a glass of wine, and hand it to the invisible chair. Not just the empty seat.
You do this, and nothing is there to take it.
Can I try and put it on the seat?
You put it on the seat, and the gentleman looks puzzled and then very alarmed as he rushes from the room.
Well, I think you may have startled the man. I don't know, maybe he thinks you have milk now.
No, he kept staring at the chair, so I thought like maybe they could do.
Maybe he doesn't know one companion left and he's waiting for an explanation.
That can't be good.
No, there's no one there. I'm just gonna grab the wine.
You guys are waiting for a moment. You guys have some time to discuss, to plan, to talk amongst yourselves if you'd like.
So I'm sure everyone noticed that the hosts of this house seem to have noticed us along the way. So, yeah. I'm not really sure where else to go with that.
Oh man, I just know that that butler guy gave weird energy. And like, Felix is gone, but he said 5 of us. And he freaked out when I put wine on an empty chair. And like, I know some of us can turn invisible, so.
I mean,
And they do say they're always watching.
who
maybe.
puts wine on a freaking empty chair? That's just kind of, you're just asking for an accident. That's
Is that what you're worried about here? You're worried about wine spilling more than we're being watched?
It is
Would
a
you-
stone floor, so I mean, it's fine. Should be.
the couches and the chairs in stone. What do you mean? Stuff stains. Jeez. This place is fancy.
Bro's never used a Tide pen. You take a Tide pen, bro. Get that stain right out, man. Don't worry about it. No one cares about a little wine spill.
Yeah, fair. We should. Should we leave that glass there, or should we put it back on the table? Because it's kind of weird just sitting there.
I guess I'll move it.
Oh, thank you.
The door opens. Go ahead.
No, if the door opens, I'll stop talking.
Well, you have a you still have a moment. Go on.
Do we even know these people's names? Like, what's this one? Who's this guy?
Does anyone
Pointing
else find it
to-
weird that they just gave us a random thing of blood? Like, we don't know where this came from. It could be like bond us, like how we do the ritual thing.
I would
Well, we
advise
held-
against drinking that.
Well, yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, I just wouldn't touch random blood.
Seems like not a good idea. Sip my wine.
Trey, do you drink your water?
No.
Jason, do you have a glass of wine? Jason, do you drink?
No.
That's some
No.
good wine.
No, I think I'm just not going to drink. That's all.
You all are left alone for several minutes. Finally, the same gentleman who served you peeks his head and says, Mr. Belshane, we are prepared for you if you would like. Nods and begins to rise. What do you all do?
Felix, or
What's that?
Yeah, I guess.
are we waiting for Felix, or?
I mean, he's just the guy that introduces us, right? So I don't think we need him anymore. He wasn't there for one night. You know.
Victor kind of gives a subtle shake of the head before taking a few steps toward the door.
I'll follow.
Sets on his, Wes sits on his wine and follows.
You guys rise to follow, and the gentleman speaks up and says, just Mr. Belshane for now, if you would all kindly continue to wait.
How does a boss man react?
He stops and kind of just gives the gentleman a side eye and says, is there a problem? No, sir, just speaking with those of more experience first, if that is quite all right. He looks to the three of you. Give me wits and insight.
So acting like I have any insight, Ramos. Switch it up, bro. God, fuck.
Can I swap it out with like awareness?
I got 4 wits, 0 insight. I got no fucking-
Awareness would not help you. You may be able to see some subtle facial movement, but the meaning would be lost on you.
What if I'm crazy at studying facial movement, bro? What if I'm crazy insane at studying facial movement?
Then you would have insight.
I got a
Fuck you.
failure.
I got 2 successes.
I roused the blood. And it was a success. 3 successes.
I got a bestial failure, apparently.
No successes, Jason?
No successes.
What was that from West?
2 successes.
And Trey?
3.
West, Trey, you both see a subtle kind of look from Victor that's just a subtle display telling you to just kind of be on your guard. He looks to Hades and he says, stay. Hades drops his hindquarters and waits. Jason, you're immediately paranoid. The Hakata regularly do this to individuals. where they'll separate them and then either kill or, take the leader hostage. You are already preparing for the worst. You are paranoid. Victor moves to leave with this gentleman. Both dogs remain with you. Do the three of you stay?
Yeah.
Stay, but as soon as that door closes, I'm searching the entire room.
By all means. Trey, any movement, any verbiage, anything that you would like to do before Victor leaves?
No, I'll just head towards the dogs and, pet them.
Understood. You guys immediately see Jason begin to kind of comb the corners, checking for, he looks like he's checking for false doors and, hidden rooms and things. Jason, if you would kindly give me wits and investigation, please.
Of course. It's investigation.
See if I have anything useful.
Oh, don't worry, I have nothing. Actually, I do have. Wow, okay. Huh, we know. Yeah, I certainly do. I got 3 successes.
Three successes.
Yes.
Nothing appears to be out of place or, throwing off any danger sense. Still, that paranoia is still there. Again, Trey, Wesley, you guys see Jason tearing this place apart. Not exactly like destroying furniture, but just moving things out of the way, touching corners, kind of knocking on the walls very softly.
All right. Well, clearly I'm not finding something that should be here. I know some there. Come on, there has to be something in here. The chair. Okay, I'm gonna go over the chair that the one guy was suspicious about. I was kind of looking at. I'm gonna go touching around there, see if anybody's sitting there.
Allow me to paint you a better picture of this space. There are chairs and couches, like I said. There are also bookshelves, bookcases. There's a desk kind of strewn away into the corner. There are lit candles along with the electric lights that are illuminating this space. This is probably the most well-lit room you've seen in the home. But yeah, there you kind of comb over this. There's a large red carpet. You go over to the chair. It is ornately crafted. Looks like the carpenter was quite detailed. You can see that the bottom of the where the legs meet the floor are curled up into like little hands. Very strange, as if they are holding up, pillars that are the legs of the chair. It's ornately crafted, and some might say a bit disturbing, but beautiful nonetheless.
Is this chair any more, I want to say, majestic and or more pristine than the rest of the chairs?
No, it appears to be part of a set.
Stop acting fucking weird.
Listen, they just took our boss. Who knows what
Yeah, that's regular pack tactics, bro. What I used to do on the street all the time.
Okay.
Sniff
When you're
chairs.
a rival gang, you separate the pack.
All right. Yeah, okay. Trey. You're good with animals. Is that dog seeing anything, looking weird at something?
You ask him.
Wait, no, real talk. He's right. You're the animal guy. Can't you talk to some rats and see where Victor's headed or something? Like you could spy through animals, right? I don't know how good your animal powers are. I'm just a little Victor, I guess. He has the same powers as me.
Maybe. I mean, you fucking just said it out in the open. I'm sure they're took all the rats to bed now. I don't fucking know.
True, they are always watching.
Exactly. They're always watching. So why would they leave us in our room alone? Gotcha.
Yeah, but who knows if we're truly alone?
Exactly. Okay, so Trey,
I get his paranoia.
is the dog doing something? What's the dog doing?
The dogs are... Hades is standing by. He's very well trained. Trey, your hound, is kind of just at your feet, and just if you are moving, getting up, he's kind of trailing behind you. Panting, a little bit of a goofy look on its face. It's kind of walking alongside, sniffing at the random objects. This is a new space. It's not exactly, perfectly trained. It's examining its new space, so it's getting a sense for the smells, the new furniture, the new carpet.
So the dogs seem okay. I didn't find anything. They left us several minutes alone. The drinks. People usually drink. I'm gonna head over to the water and start looking at it to see if there's any sort of powdery substance at the bottom or anything like that.
We're vampires. We don't usually drink.
What's an investigation? If anyone would like to help, you'll be taking an extra die. But I will need to know if someone would like to help.
Yeah, what's to help? Also use his street knowledge to his best abilities.
Take an
Street
extra die, Mr. Dorn.
How about just drink it? See what happens.
You said I got an extra die, correct?
Correct.
Cool. That was 6 total successes. It's also a messy critical.
Messy crit. You comb over this. You are looking over this, Jason. You've seen some pretty shitty shit happen on the streets, in the local bars and the clubs. So you're looking for any sign of like roofies or anything like that. I would say, Jason, the result of your messy critical, you are on a roll tonight. Messy crit, bestial failure after messy crit. Oh man. Messy crit, you are so engrossed in this and kind of looking for any trace of the substance, any sort of little dot of something that shouldn't be in this water, right? The door opens. Jason, you don't really notice. A gentleman comes in, wearing similar attire to your previous the previous individual you had met before, the butler. Trey, Wesley, you guys notice this. He doesn't look at you guys as he moves throughout the room. He goes over to the far wall. Anything you guys would like to say or do?
This is a butler.
It looks like he's dressed in a similar attire, yes. Though a little bit more broad-shouldered.
Different butlers, same butlering persons.
Mm-hmm. A little more broad-shouldered, less hair, kind of shaved down. Probably about a 1 on the barber's scale. Heavy scarring across his skull.
How long will Victor be?
He does not reply. He did close the door behind him. He's reached the far wall. He hits the light switch. Now the only thing that is illuminating this place is candles. You guys can see he's going over to each one, taking a little bit of a bell.
Stop that.
Slowly
I turn the light
How
switches
does
on
it
back
activate
behind him.
Oblivion Sight?
I'm turning the light switches back on.
What was that, West?
This sounds.
I turn on
Turn it.
Oblivion Sight. I can see in the dark, so.
Excellent. He does not speak. He just, Trey, you turn the lights back on. He continues to snuff out candles. With Oblivion Sight active, West with the... let me check...
I now have to close my eyes because that's.
Yeah, I'm double checking if that's gonna like nods, or rather night vision. If that
I forget because I remember in V20 it would, but I don't know.
is gonna just flash your.
Yeah, V20 this shit would blind me. I forget about the new.
Yeah, let me double check. But you turn the lights on again, Trey.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't make a move to stop you. It's about now, Jason, with your friend's movement, that you notice this gentleman is snuffing out the candles. And I will be double checking that Oblivion Sight.
Well, it looks like they have deigned to meet us.
And you're lucky Oblivion Sight doesn't cost anything, right, BP? That guy's wasted some shit to be blinded.
Oh, that would be.
Remember, all my powers don't require shit.
You're best in the dark too.
You're all just in action.
Not sure if the butler's really gonna respond, but I'm just gonna let him know. Hey, can you at least leave one of these candles going?
He does not reply. Continues to
God, this
snuff out
butler's a
candles.
dick.
Okay, great. Okay then.
See his butlering certificate.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe he doesn't have a tongue. Do they do that here? I don't know.
So, for Oblivion Sight, it doesn't appear that it's just gonna, flash and blind you, but I will say the room does appear a lot brighter. So it's kind of, you're gonna have to wince. You're not exactly having to close your eyes or anything like that. It's not gonna affect your vision in a
I'm
negative
gonna take
way.
out my tourist sunglasses like I had the local cabana.
There it is. Wow.
And they have like little pineapples.
Oh man. He snuffs out the last candle, kind of straightens himself and looks around the room. Goes back over to the light switch.
I'm blocking the light switch.
Marsh is holding his sunglasses, right? It's like, I don't know what I need to do.
Trey, you block his path?
Yeah.
He lifts Trey up. Fuck him.
If you would
Picks you up like a
kindly, he is going to attempt to move you. Not kindly.
Dead weight like a cat.
If you would kindly, how do you want to go about staying in his path, or do you want to stay in his path? What would you like to do?
I mean, yeah, I would like to keep him from turning the light switch off. I ain't trying to be in here in the dark. He acting weird, sus.
So how would you like to
Imagine not being able to see in the dark.
How would you like to block his path? You trying to remain steadfast? You trying to dodge out of his way and just take his arm? What's the move here?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just try to body block it.
your choice of strength or dexterity and brawl.
Can I use athletics? Please.
That would be more of a dodging action.
I'll rise.
Should have let me do it. I would have had 6 dice and I had a specialty grappling.
Yeah, well, you're not trying to
Hey!
do it.
Let's do it!
Give me 1 second. 3 successes. I'll be right back.
No worries.
That's right. You go be a father, you schmuck.
With 3 successes, you guys see this gentleman reaches for the light switch, kind of almost ignoring TREY as he reaches for it. TREY steps in front of it, putting his hand on this very large butler's arm, keeping him away from the light switch. The gentleman kind of, for the first time, takes notice of TREY. TREY, you have stopped him. You have your hand on his arm. He's kind of, for the first time, looked at you, and looks like he's noticing you. What's your next move?
We're keeping the light on.
He is going to make a close combat and brawl, or rather, a brawl and strength roll against you. Make of that what you will. I do need your action, though.
I guess defend? I don't... Judo throw?
Chop, chop, chop. Judo flip.
Judo throw. Kindly, if you would like, dexterity athletics.
Don't worry, Trey. I'll help you if you get bodied.
Or strength athletics, up to you.
Arouse the blood.
Bro, I have to keep rounding his blood.
Failure. Because I'm not good at physical activity.
I said,
What
I
do you
got you.
mean?
Bodied, bro. I have 3.
Nobody's doing nothing. Y'all over here. Let me.
I got you.
Let
If
this
you
man
get
do
bodied. You
things.
get to get bodied.
Genius.
Get bodied to help.
I'm just gonna see what kind of physical activity this
This
guy
macho,
is
you
going
swole
for.
butler. If Trey gets messed up, I have a 6 dice pool for his physical stuff. So
Yeah,
Seven.
I
That's
also
a
the
crit.
physical.
I said 7 with a crit.
Yeah.
9 with 2 crits.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, TREY, you kind of try to move this gentleman. His arm shifts a bit, and he just looks at you, and then kind of just throws you with his arm, as you're still gripped on, trying to do the flip. He looks to the 3 of you, and shuts the light off. Now things get interesting.
Pop off those sunglasses.
Wes, you are the best to see what happens next. The rest of you guys hear the 2 doors open. The one where you had entered, the one closest to the light switch. Those doors open. There is a little bit of a luminescence that spills into this now completely dark space as you see west. 2 individuals from each side move in quite quickly, closing the doors behind them. You are now in the room with 5 individuals, all variously disfigured. All of them, some of them seem to have burn marks, some of them seem to have rotting flesh loose hanging on their bones. Some look more bestial than human. Pointed ears, small rat-like nose, whiskers. 5 individuals are in this room with you. In the darkness, you all hear the footsteps. and the small bits of laughter as they approach. And that is an excellent time to take our break. We'll be with you again very shortly. Just need to, make sure that we're all, keeping up with tech and bio. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you very soon. Welcome back. When last we left our Cainites, they were ambushed. They are now in a room in the Nosferatu manor. 4 Nos and a gentleman quite strong in a butler's uniform. The dogs don't give you all a chance to react. The moment these individuals stream in and begin to take steps towards you, there is movement. There is the snarling of hounds. What would the rest of you like to do as these individuals, I say west, you see them leap toward? Looks as if remind me of your dog's name, Trey.
Lucille.
Lucille is leaping toward the individual that has thrown Trey. And Hades is leaping toward the individual that is closest to your group. What would you all like to do?
There's no light in this room, right?
I think he said there's a small illumination from when they open the doors, but it's not like very well lit.
Cool, yeah. Pull out my phone and turn the flashlight on.
Pulling
I
out
was
your
gonna say
phone.
West screams other directions.
Yeah, turn the light back on.
You were thrown from that place. You can move back over there. You get your bearings if you would like. Go. I'd say give me a Dex Athletics.
As well, I'm at it. Pull out a pistol. Is this?
4 successes.
4 successes. You move up, turning the light on as Lucille is leaping over up to this individual. You can see that she's sort of in a grappling. She's biting onto his forearm. He's striking your dog. Trying to beat.
I see this.
You see this. But with that, we're going to double check Jason, Wesley. What would you guys like to do?
So one's attacking the dog and one leaps towards the closest individual.
Yes, so you have 3 others to deal with. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. But notably, Trey is on the right as well, by the light switch, now illuminating the area.
I guess Wes is going to run at the one that's closest to him.
Understood. We'll call this Nos number 1. What would you like to do? You run up to him.
I guess I'm just going to swing on him.
Understood. He's going to attempt to make a brawl roll against you as well, swinging at you, trying to complete whatever task he was sent in for.
Actually, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go to grapple him to the ground.
Understood.
So I have a specialty in grappling.
Strength and brawl, please.
5 successes.
6 successes.
Hate people.
You go to grapple him. He kind of ducks underneath your arms, striking you in the ribs. You're going to be taking 1 point of superficial damage. Jason, your action, please.
Would I be able to both, I'm not sure if I've already drawn my pistol, but would I be able to both draw it if I have not and take a shot at someone?
Absolutely.
Okay, draw a pistol and take a shot.
I'll say dex and firearms, please. The individual is going to attempt to move up closer to you, trying to give you a disadvantage, and take a swing at you.
Okay. How do I do disadvantage or?
Oh no, there's no disadvantage. Not quite yet, but well, if he does manage to get up, once he does manage to get up closer to you, there will be a penalty, so a reduction of your dice. But for now, roll your full pool.
Yeah.
4 successes on his part.
4 successes on mine as well.
Excellent. No damage is dealt as you take a sort of jump back as he rushes up and takes a swing at you. The shot does ring out and miss. No damage dealt, but now he is close. Round of actions. There's 2. There's a third that is going to move up and attempt to help his friend with Hades. I'll make those rolls behind the scenes as we enter into the second round. Your actions, gentlemen. Whoever would like to go first.
All he did was punch me, right? He didn't like try to grapple me back. He hit me under the ribs.
Just a quick jab under the ribs.
Someone else can go. I'm looking at my stuff to see what I can do.
I'll just flail at the guy. I'll try to fight him. I'm not that good, but I'll help Lucille.
Take an extra die, as Lucille is aiding you very easily, very quickly seen.
And I guess while that happens, I'm gonna keep trying to shoot and deal with the guy that is on me.
Understood. Go ahead and make a dexterity firearms roll. Subtract 1 die. He's up close and personal. We'll get to hold on to your roll, Jason, as I'll have to roll against you as well. Trey, go ahead and give me your roll.
3 successes.
3 successes. He is going to roll to shake the dog off. Said 3 successes. You see him as he does manage to get Lucille off his arm, not in time for him to do anything about you. How do you do this, Trey? Do you just a haymaker? What is this?
Yeah. I run up and jump and smack him in the back of the head.
Understood. You're dealing 1 point of superficial damage to this individual as you strike at the skull. Jason, the result of your shot, please.
2 successes.
3 successes. Up close and personal, you see him sort of almost knife-handing into your elbow, the crook of your arm. It does make your arm go limp for a moment. You keep hold of the firearm, but you do take 1 point of superficial damage.
Understandable.
I'm just gonna go for the grapple again.
The results of your roll, Wesley, whenever you're ready.
9 successes, critical.
Good lord, 2 successes.
Yeah, Wes, I'm not gonna let this happen a second time.
Good job.
After bro hits me in the ribs, I grab him by his arm, hook him. I'm going for a grapple.
You have this individual grappled. The damage, however, it doesn't take place. It is a grapple. He is going to suffer many penalties in his movement, in his strikes. You have this individual under control for the time being. Hades has torn into the flesh of one of these Nosferatu. Second guard is striking at Hades. So, third round of combat, please. Let's start now with Jason.
I'm going to do the same thing. This time, try and succeed.
As will he. Is 3 successes. You can, of course, rouse the blood and willpower reroll in these situations if you would like.
Would I have to first rouse the blood and then I can do the reroll?
Correct.
I'll just shoot as normal for now then. That is 7 successes and a critical.
7 successes with a critical. The margin of 4. Your firearm will be dealing 2 superficial damage to this individual.
Beautiful.
Shot rings out. You may believe that he may have suspected that he may have been trying to disarm you with that last strike. Taking him by surprise, you keep hold of the firearm and you fire again. Into the individual's right shoulder. TREY, your action.
Can I try to summon some animals with feral whispers?
Depending on what you would like to summon.
Everything.
Choose one.
The chupacabra.
Oh,
No,
Dr.
just
Dolittle.
just I guess any dogs and any canines in the area.
By all means.
So that's a charisma and animalism, or
Yes. While you're doing that, Wesley, your action. Oh. Never mind.
Five successes. No, 6 successes.
6 successes. Interesting. The doors are closed, though you do begin to hear barking, pawing at the doors themselves. These aren't, steel reinforced. These aren't metal doors. These aren't bank vaults. With 6 successes, you can hear them kind of shoving and throwing themselves, clawing, biting. You can hear wood begin to splinter. It'll be a moment before they're in the room.
Cool. Yeah, if they're not there, I'll try to open it next round.
Understood. Wesley.
I'm just gonna go to damage, bro, on the grapple. So gotta roll that real quick.
TREY, I'll say as well.
6 successes with a critical.
6 successes with a critical. He's going to, of course, try to break the grapple. and fails. Just holding him down?
Now I want to deal with the difference of damage.
Gotcha. You were able to deal 1 superficial damage as you kind of strike at him, holding up the grapple. He's squirmy, he's a wriggly little fella. But you managed to take a strike and keep him in the check. Trey, just opening the door, I'll give you that to you for free. A couple dogs stream in, ready to follow your next order. There's a lot of bloodshed, there's already a lot of movement and action here, so their instincts are already kind of kicking in. Make of that what you will. Next round of combat. Jason.
Would it be a free action to just look over and check out Hades for a second?
Absolutely. Just assessing the health and the how he's doing.
Yes.
If Hades is doing poorly, Hades is not letting it show. Hades is taking chunks out of this gentleman, bit by bit. It looks as if the individual has. I'll say this. Give me a roll just to double check something. Go ahead and give me wits and animal ken or wits and insight. Entirely up to you.
Yep, that's gonna be an insight for me. It's 2 successes.
2 successes. It looks like something has failed on the individual's part. Like he tried to do something and the dog didn't either listen or whatever he tried to do didn't work. Now he's trying to scramble away. It's not looking good for him. Hades does look a little bit injured. There's not these people aren't you know, they aren't using knives or anything like that. They look like they were just coming in with just their hands. But Hades looks decent. Your action, Jason.
Yes, my action. Time to put my own dog down. Keep shooting him.
Understood. Another volley of shot. That is 6 successes and a messy crit. Remember, of course, you can rouse the blood, granting yourself some extra die.
6 successes.
Understood. No damage is dealt. As you two, you trying to keep maintaining a distance, he trying to reach forward towards you. He kind of screams out, "Stay still, you little shit!" Trey.
You first.
Yeah, I'll are there still more dogs trying to get in?
Yes, the left door is still kind of being, you can hear the wood being splintered.
Okay. Yeah, I'll command those that are already here, I guess. And tell them to defend me and my allies.
I believe that's manipulation animalism, correct?
Yeah, manipulation and animalism.
By all means.
I can rouse the blood on this, right?
I believe you've asked this question before, and I don't see why not.
Seven with a messy.
7 with a messy crit. The dogs, 2 that have strown in, will be obeying your command with a messy critical. However, it may be a little bit more difficult to command them to stop. So it doesn't seem like you'll be taking prisoners tonight. And after the fight, they may still want for blood.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be hungry afterwards. So sorry. And if I can move to the other door.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a dex and athletics as you move. There's still combat going on. There is one individual kind of grappling with Hades. One of them is helping out with that individual and Hades. That individual is kind of the only one free to try to stop you, really.
3 successes.
3 successes. Roll 1 extra die, because these dogs are, again, going to try to help you, and their action is going to be to murder.
4.
4 successes. Move over to the next door. You are there. I'll give you a free action of just opening the door, letting 3 more dogs spill in.
Yeah, if I can do it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wesley, your action.
Still beating up this guy.
Show me.
4 successes.
2 successes. So, having the superficial damage will be 1 superficial damage on his part. These guys are not looking great. We'll call this next round the last round of combat, just to, as a lot of combatants are streaming in, and it is quite difficult to deal with dogs, especially if you are unprepared and surprised. So we'll call this next round the last. Jason, let's make it good.
Well, I was already thinking about it, but I want to try and rouse the blood this time, so
By all means.
I haven't done this before, so I may as well give it a shot. Yeah, it was a fail.
Your hunger rises. You may still use those extra die.
It's extra time.
2.
Oh, okay. Four successes.
4 successes. You fire again. This individual takes a shot square to the chest. He moves up towards you, trying to keep on his feet. The burst from the firearm left a sizable hole in the chest. He is bleeding profusely.
Oh, well, that's a kind of a hole you got right there.
Trey.
With the new set of dogs, are they going off the other command, or do I need to re-roll for these?
You said that you were going to command the ones in the room, so go ahead and give me if you'd like another command of these 3.
Yeah, same command as the other group.
Understood.
Four successes.
4 successes. These 3 follow your command. Bloodshed already, the scent of blood already filling their nostrils. These look to be attack dogs. Turning the Nosferatu's own hounds against them. This is unprecedented. They will follow your command. Wesley.
Fuck it.
You know what I'm gonna do.
It's going to attempt to break your grapple.
Like these old loser.
8 successes with a crit. How many?
I got 3 successes.
Okay. Luckily, as you're trying to break your grapple, he's out of the... So let me set the scene. The last round of combat. Jason, you fire. You make a quip about the hole in his chest. 2 of the dogs that have streamed in from the right door, as he is about to open his mouth, leap for him, taking him by surprise. Trey, you let the last 3 in. You can see Hades and Lucille doing their work. 2 of them rush over to them, kind of using pack tactics, overwhelming 2 of these individuals. Wesley, this individual breaks from your grapple. You can see him readying up for a strike. You can see the tendons, the loose skin of the flesh kind of begin to tighten around muscles as he is apparently activating a discipline of some sort. As he is raising his fist back, you are ready to take a hit. You're ready to either strong arm damage or dodge out of the way, and then he is attacked by another attack dog, leaping for his throat. The dogs have streamed in. The cavalry has come. Trey, what is Trey doing in this moment? These are your dogs. These are, for the time being, for the moment, this is your pack.
He's kind of like, oh, yeah, fuck him up, yeah. He's not really doing much fighting himself. He's just like...
Wesley, Jason, you guys see the individuals that have streamed in to try to attack you are dealing with these hounds. The butler is dead. The one that had thrown Trey is fully dead and being eaten alive, or rather, eaten, I should say. The one that was trying to assist with him, also dead. There's only one really that's still kind of struggling and still kicking, moving around. Yeah, the dogs are piling onto him. What are you guys doing? What are the 2 of you? You guys see Trey.
Trey, call off your hound. It's time for an interrogation.
Stop. Stop.
Go ahead and give me manipulation animalism, please. Reduce your die by 2.
Believe it.
2 successes.
You say 2 successes?
2. Yeah.
Hades and Lucille back off. The other dogs, these Rottweilers, are still tearing into him. His screams have gone silent. These, I should say, the butler is dead. The others have frozen up. Being Nosferatu, being Cainite, they aren't dead. They have merely entered torpor.
We should probably just grab one and leave.
Sure, let's steal a Nos. I mean,
Oh,
I can have anything else to do with my Friday nights.
that sounds.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I got control of them anymore, so we should probably leave while they're distracted.
I mean,
Let's see what they have on them.
oh yeah, looting the bodies.
I
I'm
will
down
say,
for it.
it is going to take a little minute for this last individual to enter torpor. Torpor, all the things you guys have been doing, dealing superficial damage, aggravated damage is what sends them into torpor. So it's kind of, if you have 4 health squares, you need to fill it up twice to enter into torpor. So the dogs have done great work. You guys have done great work. This last individual was fully at his full health, and is being dealt with now. So it's going to be a minute. So you guys have a quick moment to kind of loot, if you would like.
Yeah.
Hey, Trey, I know you can't get him to stop, but could you get him to just eat the other guys? We can take that one.
Yeah, loot them first, then get to eat the other guys, you know?
You tell them. I'm not going over there.
What you mean you're not telling them? I speak dog.
Yeah,
They're
why
not
does he keep
listening
saying
to me
that?
anymore.
Why does he keep saying that like we're also like him? Like, he's Dr. Doolittle, and he expects us to just all...
Oh, he's Dr. Doolittle. I just saved your motherfucking lives. Get the fuck out of
He
here.
didn't do shit. The dogs did.
Yeah, who called him?
Hades kind of is again sitting. He's sitting near you, West. Kind of licks your hand as you guys are kind of arguing. Lucille is on hind legs, kind of on your side. Trey just panting. Blood. Both these animals are blood soaked in the mouth and in the around the maw. Both of them. Hades looks content with his work. Lucille looks just very happy that everything's fine.
How many of them are Cainites?
You have one dead mortal, or rather one dead ghoul, and 3 torpored Cainites, one in the process of being torn apart by dogs.
I'm gonna start dragging one of the torpor Cainites, not the ones that's being torn apart by dogs, to the door.
I'm gonna start pulling
just
their pockets inside out. What do you have in here?
Jason?
Yeah, they don't really got anything, do they? For looting.
Wesley, Jason, if you guys are looting, very quickly go ahead and give me wits and investigation. Or rather, wits.
Hope I have something in there.
I'll give you guys a choice: wits investigation or wits and I almost said larceny. I'm gonna call larceny. Wits and larceny or wits and investigation.
I have 2 in larceny, so it's better than 1 investigation. So it's a dice pool of 6, baby.
Yep. Nope. 0.
Ooh, 6 successes with a crit.
Jason, you can of course willpower reroll if you'd like, taking his point.
Yeah, you can reroll all those.
Wait. Do I just
You
spend
found 1 willpower to reroll 3 die.
Taking 1 point of superficial damage allows you to roll 3 regular die. Reroll 3 regular die.
Just to hit a
Okay.
lower dot.
Guess I'll take a point of willpower damage.
You just have to react to the bot with the little dot, and then it'll reroll it for you.
How's everyone looking, by the way? I know a few points of damage were dealt out.
I just have that superficial.
I have fortitude.
But I gave the other guy 2. So I gave better than I got.
Jason, how's your health track?
I have 1 superficial out of 8.
Excellent. Trey, I believe you kind of ducked and weaved out of... I think the only hit you took
Yeah.
was the
initial throw.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Leaving
5
with how much health damage, Trey? It's important for me.
I don't know how much. Well, I didn't mark anything.
You should
Was
have.
Did he hurt me?
You fucking cheat.
I will rewatch the VOD and I'll let you know what your health should be at by next session. If you would kindly mark it
You're
down.
probably only like 1 or 2 superficial.
I didn't think he got hit there.
Because it was 9 successes or whatever. We're talking about how yoked he was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, again, if you guys would just keep track of your guys' health as we go, that'd be great.
Oh wait, I got 5 successes.
5 successes. Wesley, the result of your roll for the larceny?
I got 6.
6
I got
successes.
6 successes.
You rifle through their pockets. They have their wallets. They have their cash on them. They don't really have a lot of like ID or anything like that. They have some rings and it looks like just stolen jewelry on their fingers, silver chains and things like that. Jason, you find a little notepad, just a little to-do list. It looks like. Wesley, you find something similar as well, just a sheet of paper. At first glance, kind of looks like a poem.
I gotta ask. I doubt I'm gonna see it.
I got to read this poem, bro. Is it my boy Robert Frost? I got to read me some Robert Frost.
I just want to check real quick. I doubt it, but is there a binding fetter anywhere around here? Just from this dead guy over here?
That does raise the question. Asking about your guys' health and everything. This individual is being torn apart. These dogs look like they don't share well, so there's also other sources of food here. Others that are bleeding, others that are wounded. Are you guys staying in this space?
I'll murder this fucking dog.
I grabbed the nos and I headed towards the door.
Hmm.
The same door that Victor walked out of.
Jason, Wes?
I'll read this poem, bro, because it got to be my boy Robert Frost.
In this room.
What, Shel Silverstein?
All right. I'm just gonna.
No, I'll read it while we walk.
Yeah. Okay. We're going out. I'm gonna just check.
Is it a crack on the side of the road?
The binding fetter, but otherwise I'm gonna keep moving.
Go ahead, give the roll for Binding Fetter. Let's see.
I think it's just a passive.
Go ahead, then, go ahead and give me Wits and Awareness. You kind of need to leave this space, again, fairly quickly.
Yeah. Okay. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. No fetters that you see as you exit this space. Wesley, the poem does not appear to be Robert Frost. No Ernest Hemingway, no Shakespeare, no Edgar Allan Poe. It looks handwritten by him. It's not great. There's a lot of lines that are kind of cut away, or rather scrawled through. It looks, there's a lot of flowery wordplay, unnecessary syllables, and unnecessary, complex vocabulary. It's not great. He's attempted to compose here a sonnet of sorts, relating to living in the manor, and its plights, its pros, its cons. It's not a great poem. It doesn't even really
This
evoke.
motherfucker wishes he could be Robert Frost.
It doesn't even really evoke feeling. It's more of a narrative. It's not. Poetry is good by subjective nature. Like, you can ask anyone.
Yeah, he wishes he was Shel Silverstein, man. This is subpar.
Everyone will tell you
away.
that certain poetry is good or bad. Everyone has their own viewpoints on this. This is one of those that would be universal. Like, hey man, this isn't even really a poem.
This is kind of just a paragraph of adjectives describing place.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What am I reading?
You guys exit that space again. The where you guys enter, or rather where you exit, is the same space that Victor exited from as well. Dim light here. Candles that are lit. There is no sign of life.
I see anything because I never dropped my Oblivion sight.
Nothing. Your room is empty.
Might turn the light on. Where's the light? Is there a light switch? I closed the door behind us just in case those dogs get frisky.
Lucille and
Hello?
Hades bound up next to you. Looking for a light switch. Investigating the area. Hades' ears perk up. And begins to bound away.
Alright, well, if the dog's going that way, and that's the smart dog, that definitely
Yeah,
means
he's either leading us to the boss man or leading us somewhere important.
Fuck you, Jason.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. So what? Just because he fucking was going after his master doesn't make him a smart dog, Jason. The hell?
Listen, bro, I feel like
y'all talk a lot of shit. In the last 2 times, I've been helping quite a lot.
Yo, Jason,
right?
is he still a little sensitive?
Oh, I wake up sooner than all of you all, so yeah.
Oh, word.
Don't be mad when your fucking coffin is in the fucking middle of the desert.
That's how he treats you. That's crazy.
I'll follow the dog. I'm dragging this nos with me too.
Yeah.
Don't touch my nos.
Trey dragging a body full like a dog. Wes and Jason just walk alongside him.
I see an excellent place to call it and to end it here tonight. We'll find out next Sunday what was going on with Victor during all of this as well. And the reuniting of our pack. The Saints have truly shown their worth tonight. Our neonates can certainly hold their own. Perhaps the Nos were pulling punches, perhaps they didn't expect such capable fighters. However, next Sunday we'll see what the meaning of this was, what the point of this blatant act of aggression was. We thank you for joining us. I, of course, have been your storyteller, Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere at Ramos the Nomad. That's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all of the social media things. We, of course, have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us over on Twitter at _Rolling Nomads, where it's best to find our going live announcements, any alteration in our schedule, last minute cancellations, last minute late starts, things like that. You can find these episodes, these current episodes, up to date over on our YouTube, youtube.com/Rolling Nomads, where you can find the current story of the Book of Saints caught and up to date. In addition to that, you can find our Scion Godsend Chronicle, which is over there as well. A lot of good stuff over on our YouTube. With that being said, is there anything else you guys would like to plug?
No, I live in the forest. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
I speak for the trees have no tongues. Now I'm asking you, mister, at the top of my lungs. I don't know why that verse sticks with me in Dr. Seuss. Anyway, excellent. We will join you again next Friday. Have I been saying something this whole time? We'll join you again next Friday, 5:30 p.m. Mountain, where we will rejoin our saints and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this. See you then.
I mean, these Nazi were disrespectful.
We'll see you then.